The Kansas City Chiefs face yet another significant setback as they lose a key player to the injured reserve list, sending fans, coaches, and players into a state of alarm. Head coach Andy Reid, who has tackled countless challenges throughout his career, now faces a situation that shakes the very core of the team as another essential player will be missing from the lineup. This is a critical moment for the Chiefs, who are in a season filled with highs and lows, and the loss of this crucial player represents a serious blow to the team's hopes. A shocking injury shakes up the Kansas City Chiefs. The recent injury news came as a devastating surprise for Chiefs fans, even in a season already marked by challenges. This latest setback has truly stunned everyone. With playoff and championship aspirations on the line, the Chiefs are known for this resilience, but the constant injuries are testing the team's and its coaches' limits. Tension is high in the locker room, and fans are left wondering how the team will manage to overcome yet another hurdle. Andy Reid, the weight on the coach's shoulders. Andy Reid is more than just a coach. He is the heart and soul of the Kansas City Chiefs. Under his leadership, the team has achieved impressive success and established itself as one of the most feared forces in the NFL. However, with each new injury, Reid faces increasing pressure. As a resilient leader, he always finds ways to adapt. But this latest injury presents a particularly complex challenge. Reid will need to demonstrate all his strategic skills to restructure the team and fill the void left by this loss. The concern isn't just the immediate impact on the lineup, but also the emotional effect on key players like Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and other team leaders. Reid knows that team spirit is shaken, and his job goes beyond tactics. He must also maintain his players' confidence and motivation during this delicate moment. The injury's impact on the Chiefs' season plans. This injury isn't just about replacing a player. It changes the entire team dynamic. This player had a crucial role on both offense and defense. Without him, the Chiefs will have to adjust their playing style, and each position will now be scrutinized closely. Losing such a key player, who had been essential up to this point, means a loss of efficiency and presents a huge challenge for both offense and defense. With such a big gap in the lineup, the team may struggle to maintain offensive and defensive pressure, giving an advantage to opponents who have already been studying the Chiefs' playing style. For the fans who follow the team faithfully and believe in each player's abilities, this injury is a shared pain. Every game is a chance to witness the Chiefs' resilient spirit, and now more than ever, the team will need the fans' unwavering support. Patrick Mahomes steps up, the quarterback's role in overcoming setbacks. If anyone can lift the team's spirits during this time, it's Patrick Mahomes. With his impressive talent and determination, Mahomes has overcome challenges alongside the Chiefs before. He understands the importance of every player and the weight of losing yet another star. For Mahomes, this injury is a personal challenge. As an on-field leader, he feels the responsibility to adjust the offense and inspire his teammates. He knows that his performance will be essential for the team to keep winning, and he is determined to give his all to compensate for the loss. His talent is undeniable, but now more than ever, the quarterback will need to show his human side by helping to keep the team's focus and hope alive. Mahomes has already been seen giving emotional speeches to his teammates, reminding everyone of the importance of sticking together during tough times. It's in difficult moments that we show who we really are, the player reportedly told his colleagues. For him, it's crucial that the team maintains a competitive spirit and focuses on each game, one at a time. Fans' concerns and the need for reinforcements. The injury has raised several questions about the Chiefs' future this season. Does the team have enough depth to face tough opponents? Even without some of its top stars, many fans are beginning to wonder if it's time to look for reinforcements, eyeing free agents who could fill the gaps. Andy Reid and his coaching staff will need to evaluate all options. Despite the preference for developing the talent already on the team, there are times when an experienced addition becomes essential. Reid, famous for his adaptability, may now need to make strategic decisions to bolster the team and ensure they stay competitive. This scenario opens up opportunities for new players to step into critical roles. Athletes who might not have had much field time will now have the chance to prove their value. It's an opportunity born out of chaos, and many of the younger players know this could be the defining moment of their careers. How the season might be affected. It's evident that this injury could completely change the course of the season. With such an essential player out of action, the Chiefs will need to double down on their efforts. The pressure on both starters and reserves has increased considerably, and each game becomes a real test of endurance and resilience. The coming weeks will be crucial in defining the team's future. If the Chiefs can adjust their play and keep their performance at a high level, they may show the world the strength of the organization and the resilience of their players. However, if injuries continue to affect the team, the season could end sooner than many expect. Fans' roaring support and the Chiefs' spirit. In this critical moment, the fans' role becomes even more relevant. Every Chiefs fan knows how much the team needs the unwavering support of the Red Sea. This passion from the fans is known for creating an electrifying atmosphere at every game, making Arrowhead Stadium a true fortress. The fans understand what's at stake, and even during uncertain times, they remain firm. It's this emotional connection between the team and its fans that makes the Chiefs a unique franchise in the NFL. The cheers, the support, and the fans' presence might be the fuel the team needs to find the strength to face the challenges that lie ahead. Oh, it's happening. The clouds are gathering, and the storm could be brewing for a quarterback who's been nothing but golden since he first touched the NFL field. A man who's carried a franchise, put the entire league on notice, and been hailed as a generational talent. But now the question must be asked, is the magic starting to wear off? Does this superstar have what it takes to lead his team to a third straight title? Or is he about to be left in the dust by a rising rival? Stay with me, because this story is far from over. Listen up, folks. We need to have a real conversation about the Kansas City Chiefs and more specifically, about their star quarterback. The man who, for all intents and purposes, changed the trajectory of this franchise and solidified himself as one of the faces of the NFL for years to come. We're talking about a quarterback who, from the moment he was drafted back in 2017, has had the world at his feet. But now, oh now, things are starting to look a little different. We've got to be honest with ourselves. This season has been, how can I put this gently, a little off. I'm not saying he's falling off a cliff, but don't act like everything is sunshine and rainbows when it comes to Patrick Mahomes in 2024. Let's take a trip down memory lane. When Patrick Mahomes was drafted, there were questions. Oh yes, there were. Let's not pretend like this was some immediate slam dunk. The Chiefs made a bold move trading up to select Mahomes at number 10 overall. And people were wondering, would this kid be the one to lead them into a new era? Back then, Mahomes was a prospect, a guy with potential. But let's be real, potential doesn't always translate into success. Just ask the many quarterbacks who've come and gone before him. But oh, what a difference a year makes. Fast forward to 2018 when the kid became the starter. What followed was nothing short of spectacular. He burst onto the scene like a tornado, breaking records, slinging touchdowns, and making fans in Kansas City and across the country believe they were witnessing the birth of a legend. In just his first full season as a starter, Mahomes took the league by storm, throwing for 50 touchdowns and leading his team to a 12-4 record. It wasn't just the stats though, it was the way he played. He was fearless, creative, and downright unstoppable. The future of the NFL had arrived, and it had a name: Patrick Mahomes. Now, let's not forget the subsequent years. He followed up that jaw-dropping MVP campaign with even more success. A Super Bowl win in 2019, a Super Bowl appearance in 2020, and a third straight AFC Championship game appearance. The Chiefs were the kings of the AFC, and Mahomes was their crowned prince. Every time you looked up, it felt like the Chiefs were competing for a title with Mahomes leading the charge. He was praised, adored, and worshipped by analysts, fans, and his peers alike. And then, 2024. What's going on here? What's happening with the guy who was supposed to continue this unprecedented dominance? Now, I'm not here to bury Mahomes. I'm not saying the man can't still light up a scoreboard or lead his team to another Super Bowl. But let's be honest, something's not quite right, and we can't ignore it any longer. When you look at the numbers, they don't lie. Through the first half of the season, Patrick Mahomes has thrown 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Now, hold up. Before you start jumping down my throat, I know interceptions happen. But we're talking about a quarterback who, for the last several years, has been hailed as the most talented, most consistent, and most dangerous quarterback in the NFL. A guy who was supposed to be light years ahead of the rest of the field. And yet, 9 interceptions halfway through the season? That's not the Patrick Mahomes we've come to expect. I'm not saying he's fallen off a cliff. No. What I'm saying is that there's a level of expectation that comes with being one of the league's most celebrated quarterbacks. And right now, Mahomes isn't meeting that standard. The Chiefs are still winning games, sure. But you look at their record, and you see something that's troubling. You see a team sitting atop the AFC without Mahomes putting up those MVP-type numbers. That's right, folks. The Chiefs are sitting at the top of the heap, undefeated even. But here's the thing. They're not doing it on the back of Patrick Mahomes playing like we've seen him play in years past. In fact, Mahomes has been far from explosive. He hasn't had that magic, that spark, that we've seen so many times before. And if we're being honest with ourselves, it's hard to shake the feeling that the Chiefs are riding their defense, their running game, and some timely plays to get the job done. While Mahomes, for whatever reason, has been a little off. But now the real test is coming. This Sunday, Mahomes and the Chiefs will face none other than Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. You think this is just another regular season game? Think again. This isn't just any matchup. This is the rematch of the 2023 AFC Divisional Round, where Mahomes and the Chiefs eliminated Allen's Bills in a thriller. And you best believe Allen hasn't forgotten. In fact, you could argue that this is the game where the NFL world will finally see if Mahomes can still rise to the occasion, or if Allen will step up and take what he feels is rightfully his, a chance to overtake the Chiefs at the top of the AFC. I want you to think about this for a second. Let's put the pieces together here. We've got Josh Allen, arguably the most talented quarterback in the AFC outside of Mahomes, coming in with something to prove. He's been waiting for this moment, waiting for the opportunity to get his revenge against a team that's dominated him in recent seasons. And let's not forget the atmosphere in Buffalo. The Bills Mafia is one of the most passionate fan bases in all of sports. And you know they're going to be loud, they're going to be rowdy, and they're going to be hungry for blood. Mahomes, on the other hand, is no stranger to pressure. He's been in high-stakes games, he's led his team through adversity, and he's come out on top time and time again. But make no mistake, he's facing a different challenge this time around. The Bills have improved. Their defense is as stout as ever, and Allen is coming into this game with something to prove. And what about Mahomes? What about the man who has carried the Chiefs on his shoulders for so long? Well, we're about to find out if he's still the guy who can rise to the occasion and deliver in the biggest moments, or if the rest of the league is starting to catch up to him. Now, folks, I've been around long enough to know that when it comes to sports, nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is written in stone. And when you've been as successful as Mahomes has been, you're going to face your share of challenges. But the question that looms large over this season is simple. Does Mahomes still have what it takes to lead this team to the promised land? The Chiefs are still the team to beat, but the storm clouds are getting closer, and the thunder is starting to rumble. Will Mahomes rise above the noise, or will he be left behind in a sea of rising stars and hungry challengers? Let me tell you something right now. This is not just about the numbers. Oh no, this is about a quarterback who has been the face of the NFL for years, who has carried the Kansas City Chiefs to heights they could have only dreamed of before his arrival. But now, there's a glaring reality. He's no longer the untouchable, invincible force that everyone once believed he was. The world has started to wonder, what's going on with Patrick Mahomes? And folks, I'm here to tell you, it's time for us to face the music. Let's not sugarcoat it. Mahomes has been good, but not great this season. The 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions stat line, well, that's telling us a story that's hard to ignore. This isn't the Patrick Mahomes who can drop 50 touchdowns in a season. Leave your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for all the Chiefs action and exclusive stories. Let's keep this winning streak alive. And go Chiefs!